Imagine a scenario where shoppers continue to splurge despite the looming threat of tariffs and price hikes. It may seem counterintuitive, but that's exactly what's happening in the U.S. retail landscape. But here's where it gets interesting. The latest retail sales data reveals a 0.6% increase in August compared to July, defying expectations and leaving many to wonder, what's driving this trend? As it turns out, back-to-school shopping played a significant role in boosting sales, with Americans stocking up on essentials ahead of anticipated price increases. The Commerce Department's report shows that retail sales have been on a steady rise, with a 0.6% increase in July and a 0.9% jump in June, following 2 consecutive months of declines in April and May. But what's really noteworthy is that this growth is happening despite the tariffs imposed by President Donald Trump, which are starting to take a toll on the job market and leading to higher prices. And this is the part most people miss. The impact of these tariffs on the retail industry is a complex issue, with some arguing that they'll ultimately hurt consumers and others claiming that they'll have a positive effect on the economy. Excluding auto sales, which have been volatile due to tariffs on foreign-made cars, retail sales rose 0.7% in August, with sales at auto vehicle and parts dealers increasing by 0.5%. The data also shows solid spending across various outlets, including electronics and appliance stores, which saw a 0.3% rise, and online retailers, which experienced a 2% increase. Clothing and accessories retailers also fared well, with a 1% increase, while business at restaurants rose 0.7%. According to Bankrate senior industry analyst Ted Wassman, this is further evidence that we shouldn't underestimate the strength of the consumer. However, it's essential to consider the role of inflation, which rose 0.4% from July to August, faster than the 0.2% pace the previous month. This could have inflated the sales figures, making it crucial to adjust for inflation when analyzing the data. The Federal Reserve is facing a challenging situation, with inflation rising 2.9% in August from a year earlier, exceeding its 2% target. Core prices, excluding volatile food and energy categories, rose 3.1%, the same as in July. But here's the million-dollar question. Will consumers continue to spend despite rising prices, or will they eventually feel the pinch? Some major retailers, including Walmart and Macy's, have reported modest price hikes, while others, like Home Depot, have absorbed the costs to avoid passing them on to consumers. However, as retailers replenish their inventory at post-tariff levels, costs are expected to increase. As Walmart CEO Doug McMillon noted, the price gains have been gradual, but the big question mark is what happens next. Jewelry maker Pandora's CEO Alexander Lasik echoed this sentiment, stating that the U.S. consumer will eventually have to bear the brunt of these tariffs. So what do you think? Will the retail industry continue to thrive despite the challenges posed by tariffs and inflation, or will consumers eventually feel the sting? Share your thoughts in the comments below.